my shit, yo. Live from Moreno Valley, California, everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, sing that shit, young bitch. Let's go.
One of those days. Hey. It's one of those days. Yeah, yeah. I hope we don't fade. Away. I want you to stay on. Yes, I hope we don't fade. Hope we don't fade. Hope we don't fade. Away. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we gotta clap it up for your shit, everybody. Yeah, fly shit. Hey, only shit like this happens on the McDuff Show, y'all. Hey, you know, I got a special guest in here with me today. I got my homegirl. I got the big homie on here. Legend in the IE, y'all. Young Miss.
Hey, what's
what
going
the
on,
fuck
y'all?
is happening?
What's going on?
Yo, and you know, I got my co-host back with me here, my best friend, my big bro, Gabe Green here too. And you know what? This is the motherfucking McDuff Show. And you can see we got the Christmas vibes in this bitch. You know, shout out Mama Duke, shout out little sister. You feel me? They got this shit busted.
Black Santa, can't forget.
And the Black Santa.
Shout out Black Santa.
Yeah, man.
We not playing, y'all. But before we get into this interview, what I'm gonna need everybody to do is click the link and subscribe to the McDuff Show. Subscribe to the CM McDuff YouTube channel. Follow everybody. I'm gonna put everybody's @ names under it. Make sure you guys tap in and follow and stay up to date with everything. No pressure. The live shows, music drops, merch drops, everything you guys need to know about No Pressure Records and everybody on the podcast and our special guest, Young Miss. You guys got to click the link in the descriptions and make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications on. So when we drop these videos, it goes straight to your phone, y'all. You feel me? But yo, I'm just, this is the interview I've been waiting to do. Man. I'm so glad you pulled up last minute. I just hit you out the blue like, yo, it's time. Just come slide on me real quick. You feel me? And you know, you came through, and I really appreciate that.
I appreciate you hitting me. Shit, I wasn't doing nothing.
You feel me? And so we were trying to make it happen for a couple weeks too. So I'm just, you know, the timing is. This the best time, man. I'm just glad, you know, for sure. What's up, Gabe? How you feeling, my nigga? How was Thanksgiving?
Man. It was cool, man. You know, I had to work the next day, but you know, nigga gotta eat.
Yeah, I mean,
gotta eat Thanksgiving. Gotta eat. You feel me?
Gotta eat the next day too.
That money, I hope you got holiday pay too. At least
I did it though.
Oh,
I just started this job, so you know.
Okay, all right. Congratulations.
Yeah, hell yeah. What about you, Young? How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was good. Spent some time with my girl's family.
Mm-hmm.
Family, it was chill.
That's dope. That's dope. Hell yeah. You know, and then it's just like, you feel me? I love this time of year because we go from Thanksgiving and then boom, it's Christmas.
Right.
And you know what? This the best time of year. This is my favorite time of year. Like the vibe is just. And I'm loving that we going through all the seasons with the decorations and all this bitch. You feel me? But we just go.
We was just Thanksgiving decorations.
It was a Halloween with the pumpkins not too long ago.
Right, yeah.
You feel me? So we just go keep rocking. This is the McDuff Show, and that was the first time we got someone to like perform on here in the intro. That was like. That's a legend. That shit crazy. Hey, you had to drop some.
That was dope. Yeah,
that shit crazy. I was just saying, like, sing that shit. I didn't think
it literally, it just
went. And you went up like that
shit.
That just made this shit that much more epic.
Hell yeah.
You know, for the people that don't know, like, let the people know who you are and kind of like how you got your start with music and like what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I go by Young Miss, like he already said. I've been doing music for a long time. I guess I've been Young Miss since like high school, maybe sophomore year. Started making music, making beats, you know, really getting into it. I used to record my songs on a tape recorder. That's how you know I'm old. Shit. I was like, what's a tape recorder?
Make it work, though.
Yeah, you feel me? So since way back then, you know, I've been trying to do my shit and shit out here in the IE.
And you know what's crazy? Like Janvier, you're related to Janvier, right?
Yeah, it's like my little cousin.
That's like your
For
little
real?
cousin.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And so for people who don't know,
Yeah,
shout
I
out
know him
VA.
since diapers. Though.
Yeah,
we've known each other a long time. It's not blood, but it might as well be.
Might as well be.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
same
my
thing.
cousin.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
That's dope. Shout out Vier, man. That's
Oh, yeah,
for those
he's
who don't
talented.
know. That's who I was doing Native Keys with back in the day
Native
for the
Keys,
day one supporters that was watching this. Y'all already know. So that's how
Yeah.
I got into contact with you way back in 2012, 2011 type
2013,
shit.
yeah.
Around that. Yeah, 2013 and you had Waveforms drop.
Waveforms, yeah.
That shit's still out. Hey, y'all, you know what I'm saying? That moment right there was such a special moment. Cause that was our first time performing at the Vibe. You did the album release at the Vibe at the Common Ground, like
Man, I missed the vibe.
Yeah, the vibe.
It's the
I've been
vibe.
close for a minute now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
R.I.P. the Vibe.
No,
But
for real.
that shit was a vibe, and you had us
It
come
used to
up-
be a vibe for sure.
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
But like, just for people like who are just tuning in and getting to know about you, like she's been out here putting on for artists like me and other people that have been up here have been booked because of her. She's giving me so much advice and like always did features. We got joints, like you know what I'm saying. So I'm excited to get like back to the music with you.
Oh,
But
definitely.
you know what? Me and my sister though, I gotta talk about and still.
Okay.
That was your
let's
last
talk about
tape.
it.
When did that drop? A few
Yeah.
months ago, right?
A few months ago. I can't even think of the day right off the
Yeah.
bat. But yeah, it hasn't been too long. Like it's still fresh.
Let me tell y'all right now, this like I love R&B, right? And like I listen to a lot of hip hop, but I take a long breaks from hip hop when I'm not creating, and I rock with a lot of R&B. And this tape just gave me that feeling like I've been missing, like it's just the soulful, and then the beats are
Right.
stupid.
Right, yeah. Mr. Ivory Snow produced it from
Okay.
Connecticut.
Shout out Mr. Ivory Stone. I
Yeah.
see you post him in a lot of your stuff.
Yeah, he produced one of my singles called Good Timing that I was able to get, radio play with it. and all
Yeah,
that
the
sort of
video's
stuff.
stupid for
Yeah,
that too. That shit was dope.
What was your favorite song personally on your tape?
On And Still,
Yeah.
I think one of those days, the song you played in the intro. Like, cause
That's
I love
Yeah.
having like a 90s vibe, you feel me?
Yeah.
Even singing or rapping, like I like having that vibe. And that really just took me back to what I used to listen to, when I was little. So
That's
who
what
are some of the
that's
people?
what I feel from it though. Like
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, like-
it's soulful as fuck. Like,
because like that feeling, like me and my sister were playing it in the garage while she helps me prep for all the shows and shit, and we're going
Yeah.
through it, and she's like, wow, like
yeah.
she's like you about to have her come on, like she couldn't even believe it. It just gives you that feeling you get. Like I grew up, my mama played SWV,
Right.
Mary J. Like who were some of the people
Yeah.
that you were listening to? Cause like I feel like
Yeah.
this shit's
Well, like,
amazing. Like who were some of your
that
influences?
song, I was trying to do like a remix sort of Monica one of those days, So I went, I started with that, but then like I made it my own, trying, take the 90s to where we are right now, and
And it
mix
definitely
my
sounds
sound.
like fresh and up to
Yeah.
date.
Yeah.
Like
So like a lot of 90s music, you feel me? But I rock with Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott. I always say those three. But even still, like Faith Evans, I listen to gospels like Karen Clark Sheard, Kirk Franklin. So all of that just mixed into one.
and I could feel it like in like
Yeah.
the soulfulness but like you always keep that like hip hop shit about you, cause don't get it fucked up. Listen, everyone listening, she spit too. Like, and it's not nothing to play with. Pen game sharp than a motherfucker. Like, you feel
appreciate
me?
that.
So like, nigga, don't just cause she can sing and get soulful, she get grimy and rap too,
Hey.
and bar out a lot of you niggas out here.
Hey, let 'em
Nigga,
know, let
you
'em
feel
know.
me? Barring
know.
out, you feel me? So
Yes,
that's
sir.
dope. So what do you prefer to do more? Like, are you like do you love the singing? Cause this whole project, like, this was like really that R&B. Like I feel like you really tapped into that. And then on
Yeah.
other projects, you got your singles, a hip hop banger. You know what I'm saying? Or you're spitting some bars on a lot of your other singles. Like, what do
Yeah.
you like doing the most? Or how do you go
Yeah.
into the studio and pick what you're doing today?
it's the vibe I'm on, you know. It's the music I hear, you know. I'll hear something and then I'll just go based off of how I'm feeling, you know. But I'm a Gemini, like I can't choose, you know. Like it's tough for me. It's really like how I'm feeling, you know, who I am in that moment, on whether I prefer rapping or singing. Both take skill, you know, like. Everybody can't rap. Everybody can't sing. It depends. It depends on the skills.
But it's a special thing where you can do both.
Oh yeah.
I wish I could do both. Like I swear.
I wish I could. I wish I had that R&B voice. You hear how deep my shit is. But I mean, there's people that could sing.
Yeah, you could pull it off. But it's like but it seems like
it's a real
you're natural. Like you can.
Yeah, singing is a blessing. I give you that because you know everybody be rapping nowadays, but like, yeah, singing is definitely a blessing.
And you got to train your voice so much. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's what I'm saying. Like when you go, like you can't. It's not like sometimes you. I know you're naturally talented, but you have to do stuff to warm your vocals up. And like I remember you came into a session one time and you were like warming up before you were doing it in the corner and shit. As I'm passing you the blunt and shit, you were getting your vocals right.
Yeah, and, smoking ain't too good for it, but you know.
But everyone does. How can you not? You know what I'm saying?
That too, yeah.
But it's just dope. Like. What's like your dream collab? Like if you're doing an album, you can have three R&B singers on there. Like who would you pick?
You are same three I said before. Lauren, Erica, and Jill. That's a dream on different songs. Like I need a song with
individual songs for sure.
Oh yeah, because it's gonna be a different vibe. Like,
and I know you on the produce. Y'all niggas don't get it fucked up out here with these beats neither, nigga. I love having, like, this is what the IE is about. Like, everybody I bring up here is a jack of all trades. They do everything. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I got to shed light on that. Rapper, singer, and producer. Don't get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And educate. So what do you do like for your day to day, like in your everyday life? Like what is something what is like your 9 to 5? I know you guys were kind of speaking about that earlier. Like what do you do?
Yeah, I work at a high school with special education students, and like I was telling him, I'm going to school right now, trying to get my credential, my master's, so I could teach.
That's dope. That's dope. Don't get it fucked up, y'all. You can teach your shit
everything.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
What can't you do?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what that goes
I'm trying to learn how to cook. You feel me? I'll be honest. You feel me?
You trying to learn? You don't cook like that? That's wifey shit.
Yeah, man, I'll let her handle that. Yeah. I mean, I grew up cooking. My mama wasn't just gonna not teach me how to cook, but it's not something I like to do. Like, shit.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. I mean, I be trying to do my thing. I suck though. I be trying.
I'll just be lazy, like.
Yeah, I think that might be it too. Like, I could figure it out, you know, but shit.
Like usually when I do cook though, like, I mean it's pretty good.
Right.
But it's just. I be lazy to cook, like
I
just don't want to be in the kitchen.
That's
cooking.
not my shit. I can't do it. I'm for sure when I'm on, like I'm gonna have a chef and shit.
No, that part.
And I be telling
everybody do.
Oh man, cause I be telling my girl like once we get on and we all blown up, like the eats are gonna be stupid. Like every meal, like I can eat whatever. Like there's no limitations. I'm gonna blow up if I don't have someone. If I'm not eating right. Aren't you? You don't eat meat, don't you?
No.
You haven't eaten meat for a minute.
Vegetarian.
I remember when you started off though. You was like,
it's been almost, I think, 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years.
That's crazy. That's it. And congrats, cause that's real. That's real dope. You see people
that's super discipline.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
All these years, like
that is super discipline.
I remember you were on Facebook talking about starting your journey off back. That was a long time. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's tough. It's still tough to this day.
That's dope.
Remember I did my vegan shit.
I tried the pescatarian thing too.
Yeah, it's tough.
I did the vegan thing.
You did the vegan. That shit brutal.
It was maybe like a month tops. Like, I was like, I can't do this. I
was vegan for a month, but I was like, for real, what do you eat? Like,
I was literally eating potato tacos and French fries, bro. Like,
and that's the thing. It still feels like it's not healthy because I'm eating like bread and cheese, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Everything
cheese is though. That's the one though. Like cheese, it's hard to get away from the cheese.
Yeah.
me.
And that's the shit you need
That's
to.
my favorite food.
Everybody
can
loves
put that shit on everything.
like fuck it. Like there's some things in life like I'm just not going out with like I'm gonna smoke tree and I'm gonna eat cheese. Fuck it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's it. I'm gonna enjoy my life. Fuck it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So for the people that don't know, where'd you like grow up at? Like where your roots at? Like where'd you
I was born in Inglewood.
Mm-hmm.
Born in Inglewood. Moved to the IE. What like 2000?
Oh, okay.
2000? Yeah, I want to say 2000. If I'm wrong, my bad.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, I think so.
And you got so when'd you get into music? Like how did it all start with you? Like what was the thing that clicked for you? Like, oh, I'm talented. Like I'm gonna do music.
My mom does music still to this day.
Did she play the keys for you at the show?
Yeah.
When we opened up the music,
yeah. My mom is a genius,
she
bro.
Get down.
Like so just watching her, like I've always wanted to do it. You know, she would have like beat machines, all type of stuff, cause like she was putting together tracks. She was doing everything I was doing before I was, you know. So
exactly.
like, I was like, man, I gotta do that too. Like,
so that's a big part of your inspiration. Or
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
See, now what age were you when you were seeing her like get down like that?
Forever.
Yeah, since you can remember.
Forever.
Type shit.
I think
dope.
she put me in her choir like 2, like. As soon as I could like carry a note, it was like blue.
Yep, you in choir.
Yeah, she was the choir director, so she was like, "Yeah, go up there and sing this note so they can hear you." You know, like she put me on the spot, like sing that out so they can hear you. I'm like, you know, but like she's a big inspiration for me.
That's dope, cause like a lot of people, excuse me, a lot of people don't have like a background with music, you know, like, and that's a blessing, like, to have mom. Shout out Mama Dukes, you know, we gotta like
Lady Keys,
like shout out, much love, and you know, like, cause my pops is a music director, band director, for high school, so he's been doing that my whole life, so I've been around music too, but I wish like he's tried to growing up, put the letters on the keys so I can learn the keys, tried to bought me a drum set, and I ain't do none of it. And you know, now I'm thinking about like, damn, I could be on some drumming, playing the keys, and really going crazy. But what they did do was like, it took a couple Christmases, but I finally got the Machine Micro when it first came out, and they got that shit for me, and that changed the game. That was what me and John used back in the day to get Native Keys started with. I just had that. At one Christmas, I got a laptop. Next year, I got a keyboard. The year after that, I got the FEC, and then 4 years, like literally for like the 8th grade all the way up. By the time I got to my senior year, I had my setup. So it's just dope to like. You need that support from your family, because your mom up there playing the keys with you and doing it, like that's special. That's like that's a memory right there, and like it's important just to have a team behind you.
You talking about the Waveform show?
The Waveform show.
I think my brother was playing bass for me up there too.
And your brother was
shout out to him. Rest in peace.
Shout out, big bro. R.I.P.
Yeah,
that's
R.I.P.
dope.
He was up there playing bass, so it was really a family
That's
affair.
a special
so
moment.
Everybody is a musician.
Not everybody. I got some brothers who I don't know. You know, they good at sports. But it's definitely my mom's family. Everybody playing keys, drums, whatever.
You just come from a musical background overall.
Yes, definitely.
So
I wish I would have got into music more. Back then, like getting into the drums, getting into the piano. Yeah. Mainly a lot of piano for sure. Like I like the piano, but
and then, but it's crazy. Like over the years, like we've always been talking hip hop so much. You would think that I used to and freestyle. I was like, nigga, rap. We're like, nah, I'm not gonna rap. I'm not. Like, nigga, you might as well, nigga. Right. I be telling the homies, bro, we sit here and freestyle and rap all the time. Anyways, and y'all niggas be sounding good. But I know shit changes once the mic gets right in front of your face and the headphones on and everyone looking at you.
the pressure's on you.
Oh, me. Yeah. How do you? So how was that? How was that for you? Like, coming up, because I was having this conversation with my sister talking about that earlier, and she asked me. She was like, she was telling me that I'm doing better with taking criticism with anything I do, because I used to be, I guess, sensitive as an artist. Someone tells you, like, that shit whack. It's kind of like, I'm cool. All right, for sure. But it bothers me. You feel me? But I have to learn to, like, listen to the people who, I'm like, y'all don't know nothing. But those are the people that are telling you the real because they don't know nothing. So they telling me something. I'm like, oh, maybe that's how everybody else from the outside is perceiving it. So I learned to like,
just take it as like constructive criticism. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's what I want to know. How do you deal with like constructive criticism?
It's tough. It's tough. It's hard hearing that people don't like what you created. You know, that's like your art. That's your baby. You know, like what you mean, my baby ugly? Like, you know, like, you feel me? Like that's how I feel. Like, like it's tough, but you know, like you said, it depends on the person. Like, you know, sometimes, like I've had people like rate my album or something. You know, like
people doing like reviews, like vlogs and shit.
And I'm like, man, you completely missed the point of what I was, you know, like, you know. So I'll be like, man, it don't matter. I got people who are supporting me.
Exactly.
But like, you know, if my girl be like, oh, you could have did this better, you know, I'm like, damn, because I really value her opinion. You feel me?
So you know, it's like.
Yeah. So I'm like, damn, all right, like she ain't gonna lie to me.
She not. She.
You know.
and it's important to have those kind of people in your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like to give you like the heat check.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because
exactly.
sometimes you might love something, like it might just be that harmony you hit, and then like I love that shit, but it's just not hit.
And then sometimes it's cool to take the constructive criticism, just because of the fact that the people that fuck with you and that love you, sometimes they're not gonna give you that criticism that you might need. You
they
know
don't
what I mean?
Hurt your feelings.
They're gonna sugarcoat it. You know what I mean? Like instead of giving you the real on how they feel. So sometimes it's cool to get that.
Honestly, I've been in the studio where niggas are literally taking a shit in the booth. Like, shit sounds garbage. Niggas is taking a shit on the mic. And niggas is in there, that shit hard, bro. That shit hard. I'm like, tell your mans. Like, get your mans. Like, I'm glad to have, like, honest people in my life to tell me, like, maybe seeing that's not it. You feel me? But it's just hard to imagine someone could say something about anything about what you've dropped. Like everything you've dropped has been consistently fire. Like is super dope. And like I'm glad I'm finally getting a chance to really do this interview because people have to know what artists like you are doing right now. Like how would you what's like the writing process, like the creative process when you're starting an album? Like when you started and still. For everything, it was something different about the energy from the moment you announced it. Like, what was that creative process like for you?
Yeah, Mr. Ivory Snow put out a beat tape. I was listening to it. Like 20, 30 beats on there. I just was vibing with certain ones, you know, and it's like I said, if I hear something I like it, like, I just start writing immediately. You know, whatever words is coming to my mind, I just write them down because I always feel like if I'm thinking about it, like it means something.
Yeah.
You know, if it's being put together in my mind, then I should put it down. You know, and then I had a couple demos. Finally, I reached out to him like, yo, I think I got something. You know, like to your beats. You know, what's the deal? Let me buy some, whatever.
Yeah.
And so I sent him the demos, and he was like, oh shit, like yeah, these is hard. So then he was like, oh, let's do a project, like for sure, you know. So yeah,
damn, that's
so like
love.
The beats off the beat tape, he like redid them. You know, everybody got beat tape beats. You know, so he redid all the beats that I sang to, which I was kind of like, dang, you know, I like these beats, but like we put it together, like the project.
And it came out. And you
yeah.
know, sometimes I know you as a producer, you have an ear for music that like. I feel like I'm not a producer. I got a decent ear. I know what I like, but sometimes I have to sit back and let the producer do your thing. Is that hard for you to do sometimes?
Oh yeah.
To kind of like, gotta take your producer hat off real quick.
No, this was tough for me, this project, because I'm not used to being produced. You know, like I'm used to. I choose the beats, I choose the direction, and for this one, it was really like a collaboration between ears and ideas. So that was new for me, because Ivory Snow, like. He don't play, like, he was on his executive producer shit, so I give it to him. We going up,
we doing it.
Yeah, like,
but that's dope to have.
And he was honest too, like, nah, I don't like that. Like, he was serious, we not using that. And to me, I'm like, man, this shit go, you know? Like, I got some B-sides that, go, but you know, it was something I felt like.
It worked for the best, and honestly, like, the tape is flawless.
Appreciate that.
There's not one moment on there where it is dull. Like everything out, the lyrics, the beats, the harmonies, the singing, like everything, the bars, like I really love it. This is one of my favorite all time like projects coming out the IE. Like if I had to, if someone came down from space and was like put me on the IE, that's top 5.
Hey,
for sure.
That's love.
Top 5. And y'all have, if y'all haven't copped and still out right now, and I'm gonna put the link in the description so y'all can make sure y'all peep that. And this it's slapping right now. I'm gonna let it ride for a second.
Hey. Shit, that's actually the end of the project right
there. It's on shuffle right now. Oh, GABE, this was one of your singles, right?
Yeah,
the GABE program.
Yep.
I let this ride for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, Young Miss in the building, live from Reno Valley, everybody.
Yes, sir.
And still out right now.
Lyrically gifted, GABE program. My mind
bars.
My mama told me how great I am, and I listen. I know that I could get a little cocky, but Pops taught me if God got me, who gon' stop me? I laid a ball up like a finger roll. I had to get residuals off to get it go. I swear the trouble I see nobody knows, and all I wanna do is break bread like dinner roll. It's the last supper. So here's a toast to everything we did last summer. I always had a bigger plan, I had to make it real. Dreaming cool and all, but nothing like when you can feel.
Bars.
Still, I had to count the zeros up, I'm trying to make a meal. If life has taught me anything, it's get them dollar bills. And what a hater gon' help you with, promise God will. After school,
yeah. That shit's so fire.
Good looking.
Yes. Yo, everybody. We got young.
Can't do that,
everybody can't do that,
Everybody can't do that.
Everyone can't do that, yo. And I gotta just stop in the middle of the interview and just slap. So niggas don't get it fucked up. Or for niggas tuning in late, you feel me? Y'all know what the fuck is going on. We got Young Miss in the motherfucking building.
What's good,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
it's Young Miss.
Yeah. You got me in a trance. Love the way you dance, the way you do it with no hands.
Hey.
Started making plans on how to get you. And looking at your figure, I figured I'd look better when I'm with you. Picture perfect, so I hollered it was worth it. Little nervous, I crossed your path on purpose. Eye contact, little flirting. Had to bag ya, case closed like curtains. Flowers to your address.
Live from Reno Valley, everybody.
Quiet on the set,
yes,
little
sir.
mama in that
Yes,
church.
sir.
The IE legend in this bitch. Real bars.
You wanna come and roll with me? You could do that. Front seat's yours. I thought you knew that. And me treating you like royalty should come at no surprise. Look, honey, check it out. You got me mesmerized.
Fire. This what happened on the McDuff Show, everybody.
Look, honey, check it out. You got me mesmerized. Yeah. Honey, check it out. You got me mesmerized. The way you do like voodoo, all up in your crib watching Hulu, all up in your ribs like lungs, like girls like fun, like I don't need a calculator to know you the one. I got 6 cents for it, and I'll die for you. Nah, lies, baby, just take it, it's all yours. Now you got me down on all fours, baby. Teaching me a lesson while you undressing, I'm checking you out. Feel like this heaven.
If you sleep, wake up, nigga.
Let's go.
Go back inside, or with the ride, or with the night. Wake up in the morning, I'm cooking up while you gone in your sleep. No,
IE's finest.
Feel like this honesty, your loving got me crying, and honestly, I ain't lying, mommy. You can see it running down my eyes. Look, honey, check it out, you got me mesmerized.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go. For everybody that's tuning in right now, we got legendary Young Miss live on the McDuff Show with us, and my co-host GABE GREEN. And welcome back to the McDuff Show, everybody. You know, we had to take our little break. You know, got to smoke real quick. Get right one more time real quick, you know what I'm saying? But this is the McDuff Show. Make sure you guys click and subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure you guys stay tapped in with everything.
Press that like button, man.
Press that like button, too.
Press that like button.
Don't be afraid to leave a comment. You feel me?
It's going to put it in the algorithm when you press that like button.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the easiest way to help out the show.
Comments, too.
Likes and comments, all that. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Everybody counts, and we just hit like over 100 followers.
That's what's
and
up.
so we were celebrating
Okay,
that. So it's like,
congratulations.
and this is like the first show since we you're the first guest since we've done that. So this is real special. I'm glad to like
that's
have
an
you on
honor.
there. You know,
When you
and
get just just without when you get to 500, you should do something for the subscribers. You know, like give something away. Maybe
we'll
something.
drop a song.
That'd be
Something,
hard.
yeah,
A
some
song,
unreleased,
a video.
some unreleased.
So it's up to the
something,
people to spread the word.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm gonna
Hey,
do
that's
my
a dope
job and
idea.
make sure I do my shit. You know what I'm saying? And you guys, now that you guys are familiar with Young Miss,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys subscribe and follow to everything Young Miss is doing, and her @name is Boom. I'm gonna drop it right there again. You feel
see
me?
it.
So you can follow
You
Young
see
Miss.
it.
You know what I'm saying? And you guys stay tapped in her because we might be dropping something soon. We might. You never know. You feel me?
It's overdue.
You know, it's very overdue. I haven't had you on the last couple albums.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
true.
It's
I've been like, dang, you don't even hit me up no more.
damn, no. It's just you know it's not. You know what I was feeling like honestly. I was like, damn, am I burning Young Miss out? Cause everything
never.
like you feel me. I don't want to be a bother.
No,
You
but
feel me?
I understand though because like we had just did so
Yeah.
it's like we already had one.
We
I
did.
was like burning.
You know,
oil,
at that
you feel
same
me?
and yo, I'm gonna put the description for on here.
Man.
Was
That one was fire.
that whole day, that whole experience. Like you hit me. You know what's crazy? You would send me that beat a week prior. And my peoples was out of town, so I had like everybody over. I had Stevie over, Black
Okay.
Lefty over, Gus over. Everybody was in here cooking up the album.
Okay.
And you had sent me that in the midst of that. And you're like, we filming the video tomorrow.
I know.
And I was like, oh, shit. I remember waking up early at like 8 or 9, and Martian was over. And he woke up, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to record you. We woke up early. I did the verse, and I was like, I did one verse, and I was like, nah. Let me go back.
That wasn't the one.
That wasn't the one. And I went back and I had way more fun and felt way more better about this one. Literally sent it to her, got dressed, pulled up. Like, I did not know shit. I did not know my lyrics.
I didn't hear his verse till I heard his verse at the video shoot while I was shooting. I was like, we were taking a break, and then like the email came in. I was like, so I was listening to it. Everybody was listening to it. It was like, okay, like this hard. So it was dope. It worked out.
It worked out. And that's
I
how
heard his shit the day of the shoot.
You know, and that's just how like I feel like that's when something special happens. Because
Yeah.
the views, there's a few thousand views on that motherfucker
yeah.
too.
It be the random things.
The random things that just happen, like, yo, I got this verse. Video, we gonna shoot the video today, come through. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? And that's how magic works. And I remember back in the day I had you come through the Stavos back in the day, and we and you came through and you set that whole session off, and we did that. I'm gonna leave that for the outro though. We gonna slap a throwback.
I got a question though for you.
Yeah.
What is just name a few things that you've learned from being in the music industry, music business?
That's a good question. A few things I've learned. Ooh. I would say loyalty it has different faces. You know,
Facts.
sometimes, you know, people who you want to be loyal to you they don't have to be in your face. You know, because sometimes I feel like, oh, you know, when people, man, all right, my bad. Let me start over.
Nah, it's you
Yeah,
gotta
like-
think about this question. You know what I mean? Because it's a
Yeah.
lot of things I'm pretty sure you learned, but
Yeah.
like things you want to put at the top tier that you learned.
It's things that I'm still trying to learn, you know, and I've been in the game a long time, you know, so I had to learn that just because people don't come around no more, don't mean they're still like not in your corner. It's just, you know, everybody got to do that, you know what I'm saying?
Facts, yeah, facts,
You know,
facts.
and I've started to, you know, look
Like
back or look at things differently and see like, okay, like it's time for them to go to the next level. You know, and that's what I want for everybody around me. Like, it's time for you to go to the next level. You know, so I have to learn that. Like, you know, but if some shit went down, I know I can still call this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
so to me, that's still loyalty.
Yeah.
You know, it just has different faces. So that's one. I don't know shit. Networking. I mean, that's
You got it.
easy.
You got it,
Yeah.
boy.
Networking. I'm shy. You know, to me, I've always been like really withdrawn from like social situations and everything, but like you have to network. Like you have to shake hands and meet people or what
it's
are
just
you
part
doing?
of that business. It's part of the business. So.
Yeah, like even online, like before I was like in the IE and shaking hands and shit, like I was online doing my shit, like MySpace and shit. You know, and even there it's networking. It's a social networking, you know, like sending messages, you know, listening to what other people are doing. So it's really important online and in person to network. That's off top.
For sure.
If I could think of one more, I say maybe keep a budget. Try to think maybe something financial.
That's a good one.
That's a very good one.
Niggas be blowing. Niggas just be getting money and
Yo, miss, let me get a feature and some beats and do the video.
You gotta spend it strategically for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And being in the music business is expensive.
It's a very expensive.
I
said it's one of the most expensive hobbies you can really get into, like because you know what, in this day and age, like it's so much that comes with just doing music. Like if you want to do music,
people just hear music, like you hear just I'm dropping this, boom, and drop it. Like but people don't know the background behind it.
Man.
You know, and
just being around you, I understand it a lot. Like you know, what I mean, the background behind it, like putting out money for music, putting out money for beats, putting out money just for everything, bro. Like every single thing is taxed.
And I was saying this on another episode. It take like $1,000 to get a full real single out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you luckily have so much. You make the beat and stuff, but then you still go you get it mixed and mastered. You have you working with people that are like really rocking with you. I'm sure that costs money.
Yeah.
Like when you're doing something at the level you're doing it at, it's not like it's not
free.
Easy for artists.
If you
like
can find it free, that's
that, like you said with your producer, Mr. Ivory Snow.
Mr. Ivory Snow.
Mr. Ivory Snow.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, like you said, you offered him the money and like, okay, I'm trying to pay for this and this, and he was like, oh, this is fire.
Yeah.
Let's work.
Right.
Sometimes like that's cool, but it's always like you gotta to build a relationship. It costs money to build that relationship.
He still got some bread,
and he has to get the bread. It wasn't free, but it was like
I'm
gonna take this under my.
Like,
love to take. You know what I'm saying?
Started with the money. I'm here.
Exactly.
And
because that's big. Exactly. Because you're like he's gonna get you right, and and you gotta invest. And to artists watching, you guys have to like, and I preach this on the McDuff Show. You gotta like, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it right, do it right, and go all in. You feel me? If you're gonna play, and that's what everything you do. If you're gonna play basketball, get you some good basketball shoes so you have good ankle support. Get you a good basketball indoor ball. You know what I'm saying? Get you a trainer. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit. Get the shit you need to take care of whatever. If you work at Subway, make sure your knives are sharp. You got a nice little set of knives to cut them sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your gloves is changed. And, you know you got things you need in everyday life. You feel me? This applies to everybody. So like, what are some resources that you've used coming up that you could tell other artists about? Like, what are some of the things some resources that you you know what I'm saying, things you used, some of the tools and things you used to come up?
Things are different now than when I started, because in the beginning it was really about resources, websites. I'm downloading
networking,
free everything. You get what I'm saying? Because yes, you have to pay for stuff, but like I said, if you can find it for free, right? Like FL Studio, right? So I'm making beats, making money, but I didn't, I had to find FL. Just being honest, you know what I'm saying? Everything, like, so you really have to balance it out. I'm telling you. So. Man, I used to go on blogs looking for instrumentals, like I'm doing mixtapes off of instrumentals instead of buying beats, so there's ways around things, but like you really got to balance it out, man. Like if you could find the free, but like still have that budget. As far as resources, what else, man? Shit, what about you?
Shit. Honestly, a lot of digging, like you said, a lot of digging. And then like, even if it's hard, like not everybody has opportunities to just have producer homies. Like, so I've been lucky to be around a lot of people like yourself and it's shit to kind of bless me. And I have an opportunity to pay beats from a producer. But a lot of kids just starting off, and a lot of people don't have that access.
Right.
So I would do the right thing. If you're on YouTube, I'll pay for the beat.
Yeah.
I'll pay. I got beats that, you know what I'm saying. Like you said, it comes down to that budget. And then like, don't be afraid to make your own shit.
Hey,
Like,
that's why I started making beats. I was like, I want some original shit. I'm gonna just make it myself.
And sometimes we might not have it, but I want to drop music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bills fuck everybody up and shit. So you might not have that 150, that 200, you know, even a $50 donation, whatever.
Shit, I'm there right now. I was listening to beats yesterday, and I was like, "Ooh, don't want to drop that bread."
Yeah, like, me either, bro.
I'm like, Christmas coming up. But I'm like, shit, I can listen to it for free right now, you know. But it's on my wish list for sure.
I got a question for both of you guys, since y'all do music. You guys are artists.
Yeah.
What's some pros and cons coming from Moreno Valley or just the IE period? You know, trying to get your music out, just trying to, you know, elevate to the next level as an artist. Like, what's some pros and cons coming from out here?
Can I start this one?
Yeah,
I'm gonna start it with the con, and then I'll let you do one, and then we'll go back and forth for the pro and con. Con is the stigma of the Inland Empire. I don't know if you guys saw. Shout out Gina Views. I fuck with Gina Views. She's dope. But they were playing Age Money from out here. They're playing Age. They were playing one of his songs. I think I sent it to you. And
First on the countdown. Shout out to him. Where you from? They said he was from somewhere that was very treacherous. They said it was like treacherous where he's from. It's the trenches. It was like the trenches. They got out the mud. Goddamn. He was like, the producer was like, nah, yeah, that new artist, like, where are you from? Like, it's treacherous over there. That's it was like, it's treacherous. Shout out to him. The nigga from the IE. Nah, bro, I'm not even gonna let him play you. I'm not gonna let him play you. Hey, LA Twitter, just so y'all know, I did not throw them niggas from the IE on the countdown, okay? See, it's not me this time, y'all. It's not me this time. Let's get into Lotto Southside. We'll be right back.
They were laughing, like, oh yeah, it's real treacherous in the IE. You didn't see that?
They was like,
they
said it was treacherous.
And they were like, and she was like, LA Twitter, y'all know I didn't put no nigga for the IE on here. Like, and they're laughing, busting up laughing. Yeah, they for the IE and shit, dying.
But
I was like, what the fuck is so funny?
It was a lot of niggas at the
boom, as soon as I get on there, Radio Bass on there, Lil Jeff got on there.
Almighty Suspect even was like, nah, the IE low-key got, IE got
and it's not even like, shit. And it's not even on no shit. Fuck the crime rate. Fuck that negative ass shit. I'm talking about the art, kid. You got real life dope ass people coming out the IE, and so for IE artists to finally be on a platform like that, to where you gotta announce the nigga, and you guys laugh at him like, what? Yeah. Like, niggas are really doing shit. Like, so I think that's a con for me, just the stigma of what the outside of the world sometimes thinks of the IE. Sure. Even when Tyler, the Creator, saying what he said about the IE. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of that shit. Like, we on out here. There's talent out here.
We got the same con, so I'm going to just...
It's a lot of talent out here, bro. Like,
yo, because that Tyler, the Creator tweet or whatever, like, ever since then, I really haven't listened to him. Like, my girl love Tyler. I love Tyler when he just started. Nah, man. After he said that, I was like, oh, that's... You know, that was disrespectful. Like, you have fans out here, my nigga.
And it went viral. Like, it went viral. Like, that was one of the big, like, from being from, like, Moreno Valley, like, that was a big moment for a big artist, an A-list rapper. Yeah. To be a Grammy-nominated, Grammy-winning rapper, to be like, your city fucking sucks. I'm glad I didn't move there or whatever. Like, it's like, damn, bro. So now
but it made me feel like he got beef with somebody out here, and that's why he said it. That's
and I know that's like, what the homies. But still, like, I heard. I don't even want to speak about.
I heard some shit too.
I heard we already tapped in, and we already know. Well, I know exactly what that shot was towards, and like fuck that, niggas is barring out here. Yeah. Niggas bar out here,
and he knows it.
And he knows it.
Yeah, bro.
And he knows it, cause my nigga, I don't want to stir up shit, so I don't want to say no names and shit, cause I could be misinformed. But like, my niggas is out here. Shout out. Who are some of the? This is a good question. Who is?
Finish the pro.
My bad. Yeah, I got the next one. Yeah. What is like a pro? What is like a pro?
The community. The community. Like I said, I was online a lot before I even stepped foot and did a show. You know, shout out to Coach Roddy. They got me my first show Did a show with Curtis King, Il Camille. My first show was lit. Like,
Dope.
yeah, like the community. Like, I've met so many people out here that it's crazy, you know, and they've connected me with people out of state. And from there, I'm meeting other people. Saying it goes right back to networking. You know, it's like having people who I could, like, I might be out and somebody see me, you know, like, Young Miss. And, like, you know, them just saying my name. It's you know, we're helping each other grow. It's word of mouth. And it's a family, you know, like, you know, you got different promoters, too. So you have different groups of people. I don't know. I like being able to go somewhere and I'm like, oh, I'm good because this person here, you know, like, I feel like I'm good.
Absolutely.
And I love that about the IE. Like,
and, you know, I could definitely agree with that because anywhere, like, even for you, from, like, you've had me doing shows and promoting, and I'll see a Young Miss book me, and I'll see a few other rappers from the last show we just did in Riverside, from the last show we just did at Crazy Girls Hollywood, and I'm seeing some of these same people, and it's like there is a huge community of artists in the IE, and I think that is dope, and I think a pro, for my pro would be, like, there's a lot of room. There's no, like, ceiling on us. There's a lot of room for big shit to happen. I think with that, it's like, I love the story of the underdog. Like, I love that shit. No good story. All good stories are the Cinderella story.
Me, the IE is a big ass underdog.
Underdog,
like,
bro. And I just feel like there's a lot of artists that got something to prove out here. Just like there's a lot of space to grow out here, and, you know, and I just think that's a pro. Like, not a lot of places, I feel like sometimes are boxed in with a certain sound. There's so many artists from the IE with so many different sounds, and like you said, the community brings everybody together. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's so dope.
I've noticed that a lot too lately. You know, in the past, I'll say couple years, like mainly, you know, I don't say mainly Marina Valley, but just IE period. Like a lot of artists from the IE are collabing together, you know, coming together a lot more. You know, like when you look at LA rappers and shit, or just LA artists, they collab a lot. Like, they're always mingling with each other, you feel me, in some way or form, you know what I mean? Like, and I think the IE's doing that too now. Like, just, you know, not on that level, but we get in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's important for us to come together. It takes a team. And, like, you know, we have some people out here that have done some amazing things in the real life industry. It's not like we're not, the artists out here aren't doing nothing, or we're not getting big. And I think, like, long as we use each other and we stay connected, we can't go nowhere but up. And I wanted to ask you, Young, who are some of, like, the IE people, artists that you came up listening to, or that you've been around, and that you just want to shout out and show some love to, and, like, you know, like, some, because I know you've been in the game for a minute. You feel me? And I met a lot of people through you. Who are some of those people that were, like, coming up with you and that you just got to show some love to?
I would definitely say Brick to Your Face, Snow James, Lisa James.
Absolutely.
I met a lot of people through them because they were booking me a lot, you know, and that's love right there, because promoters don't have to book you, you know, they could go with somebody else.
Yeah.
So to have my name on so many flyers for shows that they threw, like, you know, off top, gotta shout them out. And just watching how Noah moves, like, he had his own community, like, that was for real family,
and
like,
striving. I just did the 12-year celebration.
Exactly, yeah, I saw that. I was mad I couldn't make it. You know, I be going through shit, but like, yeah, like,
honestly, I was wondering. I was like,
yeah,
it was almost weird that I didn't see you there. But I know you got a lot going on right now.
A lot going on. Shit
your
just
presence
stacking
was
up.
missed. Your presence was missed.
Yeah, man,
like,
I wanted
for
to
sure.
go.
For
But
sure.
I saw that. I was looking at your footage. I was like, oh, that shit is dope.
Hell
And, like,
yeah,
just the
appreciate
fact that they're still doing that shit.
Shout out Brick
you
to Your
know?
Face.
Brick to Your Face.
But what are some others?
King Dice.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's your man. Shout out King Dice.
Yeah, King Dice. I ain't talked to King Dice in a minute, you feel me? But he put me on. You know, he had me writing for Juicebox. And that was big for me because I was reviewing a lot of music in the IE. I was one of those people who I was talking about earlier, was talking about my shit. I was one of them people. But it opened my ears to a lot of IE artists I hadn't heard before. You know, people were sending their music in. I'm like checking them out. So now I know everybody.
Yeah.
You know, like
you were doing, and you were going, and especially through COVID, you were going live and playing people's music and had the live jumping.
Yeah, me and my girl were doing a quarantine party. Shout out to Ty, DJ Ty My Shoe. You feel me?
Yeah, outside.
Yeah, we were doing the quarantine party.
That shit was lit.
Yeah, so that was like people all over the world. That was different from just IE, you know. So that was dope too, because still I'm meeting more artists. They're getting to know me and my girl. You feel me? Like, so that was lit. Like,
that's dope.
Networking.
Yeah.
Shit.
It all goes back.
Always gonna go back to that.
There's just certain things you have to do. Like, you feel me? So what's something, like, what would you tell? I like to ask this question with all my guests. What would you tell the young miss 10 years ago? Some advice from, you've had this journey from, it's been a long journey. You've been through ups and downs, trials and tribulations. What would you tell the older self, your younger self?
Sort of just how you just said. It's gonna be ups and downs, trials and tribulations. Be prepared. You know, it's not always gonna be sweet. You're gonna lose a lot of money. You're gonna get a lot of money. You feel me? So, like, you know, be prepared for the journey. It's all about the journey, really. You know, like I have people now say, like, oh, you know, here, you know, they're waiting for you to make it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, they're waiting for you to make it, but, like, to me, it's really about the journey. Like, I've done so much shit. I've met so many people. Like, to me, like, the fact that I'm still doing it, like, I made it. Like, I know everybody want to reach, you know, I would love a Grammy. That's the main goal. I would love a Grammy, but, like, the fact that, like, I haven't stopped doing what I'm doing, like, that's big to me.
To follow up with that question, where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
10 years. A Grammy would be nice. I'm not putting a deadline, because I figure I do R&B. Like, if I can get up there in age and still be singing, you feel me? Like, there's a whole new genre I could go into, like jazz, gospel, whichever way I want to go. So the end goal is the Grammy.
I feel it.
You know,
That's
if I get it sooner than later, that'd be nice too.
You gonna fucking get one, and we speaking into existence
I need
live
one.
on this.
I need one.
You go get one, cause like the music is just, it's too good. Like, and it's just like, I feel like
it's not that many people
that can just
making the type of music you're making. You like a one-on-one, like, for sure.
I appreciate that.
Like, one-on-one for sure.
And I still feel slept on, honestly.
as you know what I'm saying. It's
it's a sleeping giant. You know what I mean? Like, when they wake up, it's
And that's why I'm like, I'm gonna just keep going till everybody wake up.
Exactly. You can't stop. What is, like, from the start of the journey, like, how is the music industry changed for you? Like, I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you've seen it change. Like, what was it like transitioning into, like, still what you're doing now? Like, you've had all these tapes and albums, these dope ass projects come out. What has been something different that has changed, like, from when you dropped in to when you drop now?
Yeah, I think back then I feel like now I put in the work. I put in the work back then, so now I look at things differently now. Like, back then, I'll do a collab like $10. I'm selling beats $10, like, easy, you know?
now the price went up.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like I don't be charging like crazy stuff, but like I've like started to realize my worth. Like, I work too hard to get where I am right now. You know, I've networked too much for, you know, to just like do whatever. You know?
Yeah.
You know?
So you kind of like, you not putting up with the same shit you was putting up with back then.
Not
it's
at
kind of
all.
like
Your worth going up.
Your
so,
worth
you know
go
what
up.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and then I feel like
gonna
you
cost.
get more discipline.
Yeah.
I feel like I would say yes to a lot of shit because I was eager to do some shit. Now I'm in some shit that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like as you grow up and get more wise and realize you're like, now we can't be doing shit. Ain't nothing free.
It's like it's the same with, you know, like, let's take it to the NBA. Your rookie year, I mean, unless you balled the fuck out like you number one, you're not finna get that much. You're not getting no LeBron deal your rookie year.
You're not.
Yeah.
Give you
That's
like
only-
5 years and you balling out, you gonna
Right.
get that money gonna go up. You feel me? Period. Like that's just, it's the same thing.
Absolutely. And then you got to think about this. There's niggas bouncing around from team to team that play in the league for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And but they there. Like I don't think like everybody can't be Kanye West and everybody can't be Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you can be special to the people to your fans. I think that's more important. Like, I feel like
There's only one Drake and there's only
you know
one
what I'm saying?
Kanye.
So as long as you're being yourself and you have real fans that love you and rock with you, I think that's one of the most important things, to just have that cult following and that fan base of people that support you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely. And I want to give a quick shout out. I hear this song playing in the back. I'm like, damn, like I don't know where that's playing from, but this my artist New Age, my Heavenly Records music group. He hit me up for a collab. Of course, I gotta do it. You feel me? But hopefully we can get some shit popping with him. He's dope.
Mm-hmm. I met New Age.
You probably have. Yeah, New Age. Yeah, New Age is lit. New Age is
shout out
lit.
New Age. This shit slap. We're gonna
Yeah,
let it slap
hell
for a
yeah.
second.
Hell yeah, man. New Age is doing this shit.
Body, but my homies got me. They might pull up with the chrome, better yet the shotty. This some West Coast shit, let me two-step with it. Said she wanna be my friend, only kick it if she pretty. Yo, I'm out here getting money and I'm pouring out the Henny for the ones who didn't make it. We gon' take over the city. Travel across the map, get a bag, no cap, make $1 million off a rap, spend it all and make it back. Is you ready? If you not, then you better be.
Hey.
Whole team blessed, everything heavenly.
I like
You
it.
see,
I like
you know
it.
what
I
I'm
like
saying?
it.
You sliding on
like
something
it.
different now.
Yeah.
Got to. I love doing everything, bro. I promise
me.
you. You feel me? Got to.
Probably gon' pull up the sides. I was hanging with the crew. Red flag, blue flag, homie, let's ride.
Hey.
Outside screaming west side.
Doing West Side.
Hey.
Hey, that's New Age featuring Young Miss.
Yeah, it's called
yo.
The Riv.
The Rib.
That's
That's
called The
fire.
Rib.
That's
Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
Speak about some of the you got a label
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
I can't believe I didn't get to that yet. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah,
Can you
yeah.
speak on that?
Yeah, Heavenly Records music group.
Yeah.
Started 2020. You
Okay.
feel me? During the quarantine year. You feel
Yup.
me? Niggas just sitting on their ass, so might as well do something
We got
productive.
to.
You feel me? Originally, it was me, New Age, Young Sav, and Ty.
Mm-hmm.
Young Sav is with Heavy Hitters Music right now. Feel me? Shout out to him. It's all love. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like, shit.
This is like out right now on all streaming platforms featuring your boy Sam McDuff.
Hey. Drink out the whole room tonight.
Hey, live from River Valley, California. Like.
Hey, the video shoot for this shit was lit.
Yeah, the video shoot was so lit. I'm gonna put the video link in the description, yo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
hey, Sam.
See him back in Venice, bitch. You already know it's slick. Cameras on me,
Focus it.
all this play
This is in your ear, baby. Soak it in.
You looking for a nigga ready to cap
Having
in
that
the bill.
new.
We got bottles all night, so
Hey,
you can break the
look
seal.
and
You say it feel different when you with me, it's real. I was drinking, now I'm driving, signing, grabbing the wheel. Hold me down until niggas sign the deal.
Hey,
I take you shopping overseas and blow a man with that
trick it if you got it. No.
I'm in the Monatis, I'm bougie and poppin'. To the good girl, to a bad hoe, she toxic. That's what I like, that's
What I like.
When you call, leave a message after the beat. See, I'm a dog off the leash. And you a homebody, I'm still lost in these streets.
Hey.
Homicide in the studio, murdering every beat.
Hey.
Get a pussy, I'm murdering in these seats.
That's what I like.
That's what I like. Hey, yo. Welcome back to the motherfucking Big Devil Show. That is like Young Men's featuring Sid McDuff out right now. That shit's out right now, yo. The link is in the description. That is like, that shit is fire.
Tap the fuck in.
That shit is fire. You know what? After the Brick to the Face show, the DJ, shout out to DJ. I can't remember my homie's name, but he played after I got off the set. He played, what's that joint we did a couple years ago?
Yeah, we did Lifetime.
He played Lifetime, and it came on as soon as I said, and
that's dope.
he knew you, and he was like, "This joint is fire."
Oh, that's what's up.
And so I couldn't think
Well,
of
at the 12th year one.
yeah.
Damn, who DJ?
I can't think of the DJ's name because I want to tag him and shout him out because he showed love. Like
we gonna look at the flyer.
we
after
gonna look
this
at
and
no,
make sure-
absolutely
yeah, hell
because
yeah.
I think he knows you because he played that song and
That's what's up.
and I was like, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? But everybody, we got Young Miss here with us.
Yeah.
Young Miss here. Hey, salute everybody.
Yeah, the McDuff
Salute,
Show, baby,
You know
we
what I'm
here.
saying? And I got my man's Gabe Green with us.
Yes, sir.
And you know, Gabe, did you have?
Oh yeah. I got a good question for you.
Okay.
What do you got? What's some upcoming projects or new music you got working on right now? What's in the works?
I've been pushing and still right now because it's still fairly new. But I'm trying to write. Like I said, I was listening to beats the other day. Always trying to at least write and have something in the works. I think I might drop. I dropped It's Complicated Part 1. Maybe a couple years before and still. I think 2018 maybe. So I'm thinking about releasing Part 2. Just as like, just to
You gotta do the
put some
sequel.
music out. Yeah.
I have that copy. You
Yeah.
gave me a copy at a show I did before COVID in 2019, and you were pushing It's Complicated at that time.
Yeah.
And that shit was fire.
Good looking.
That shit, me and Stavo would plug it in. We played it on the way back home
Yeah.
from that show that night. That shit, damn,
Yeah.
you got some work.
Hey. And recently I got 2 distributors, so it got taken off of one. And I was like, I gotta put it back up. But like my girl, like she's kind of masterminding. Like I'll be running ideas through her and shit. She was like, you should put both of them out together. I don't know. We trying to figure something out. But I got Part 2.
Re-release the first one with the second one.
Exactly.
Back
Do
with
it deluxe type.
yeah.
So we working on some things. Yeah. It's Complicated Part 2 coming soon. I'll say that. Yeah, we'll say that. We'll
Y'all
say
hearing
that.
it first on the McDuff Show.
Yeah.
That's dope. And for people who are just tuning into you today, how can you like describe your style?
How can I describe my
your
style?
musical style?
Man, it's like I would say it's like West Coast R&B, neo soul, NYCA,
Slash ratchet, turn
yeah, man, I'll be on so much shit. Yeah, cause like I'll spit some bars, but then like I'll do some ratchet shit real quick. Cause I'm,
But
I'm
that's
still from
good 'cause
Cali.
You diverse as fuck. So
Gotta
you
be,
feel me? Like,
gotta be. I like making what I love listening to.
that means you could collab with
anybody.
That's what I be
Yeah.
telling him too. Like I'm like, bro, you could get on any beat. Like I hear you.
No, for real.
I hear him. We freestyle live. I'm like, bro, you can
try
do
and
whatever.
stay
You feel me?
diverse.
So being diverse is that
Gotta
is like
be,
a
you gotta
key
be.
thing to me. Like you should be diverse. Like
Yeah.
nothing. You should be able to hop out your box.
You
gotta
never
be
know
able
who
to-
you're
you gotta
gonna be.
adapt.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
'cause
whatever
you never know
somebody
who you're
give
gonna be in the studio with.
You don't.
What if tomorrow you in the studio with fucking
Adele.
Kanye or
You said
Adele,
Adele.
and then the next day you in there with
Adele,
Kanye, or you in there with DJ Mustard,
Right.
and then
yeah.
you in
And you
there
got
with,
one with YG.
Right.
and then you got when Taylor Swift hits you like, I need you in here.
Like
You gotta be ready.
I'm ready, Aisha. I'm ready.
And you know, and
I
you
think both of y'all for sure ready for anybody we just said. I think y'all ready for any
absolutely.
of those, guaranteed. Like,
and you know,
all I need is a chance.
That's all. I think that's what the IE is missing. Just like
a chance.
Some people just need a chance, bro. And it's like, fuck that. We gonna make our own chance.
Just a little spotlight. You feel me? Like, just beam the light over here real quick. You feel me? We gonna show y'all like.
And I think it's only a matter of time. And that's why I appreciate you saying what you were saying earlier. Like, it's not gonna stop.
Yeah.
It's not gonna stop, because I remember you posted something on Facebook a couple months ago, and you were like, I don't know, I think I'm about done with music, and I'm about to give it in, and you were and I could tell, because I go through moments where I'm feeling the same way, and you know, I made sure I reached out to you. It was like, young miss, we need you. I don't give a fuck what you.
Was it frustration about the business or just people?
It's always something. That's the thing. It's always something. Like, shit could be going good. Excuse my language, but it could be going good, and then the next day it's like out of nowhere, something just messes everything up. What you've been working for, you know, like. I don't even know what I was going through at the time, but like I remember being like, all right, it might be time.
Like, feeling, though, for sure.
It might be time, because I'm busy outside of music. Like, I'm still busy. Like, I go to school and like I have a life.
And you
like,
doing your thing.
So when you deal with bullshit, it's like, man, I could do without this shit, you know.
But you know what? I'm so glad. Like, and still dropped right after that.
Yeah, I can't stop. Like,
you can't stop.
No,
and
I really
you dropped
can.
arguably.
That shows you said that.
And literally dropped arguably maybe one of the best bodies of work
crazy.
you've ever dropped right after that. And I was like, that's what the fuck I'm talking about, young miss. You're not gonna stop. I can't let you.
That's true. I really did. Wow.
You too important in these people's lives. Like, literally what I was saying earlier, like, she's booked me show 2019 before COVID. That summer, remember we were going to all those shows. These niggas were like, damn, CM got a show Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
That's kind of when I met you. It was one in like San Bernardino, I think. That was like when I really met you though.
The one in Pomona.
Was it Pomona?
We did.
Oh, that was just another one, I think.
That we did the basement of Pomona.
Yeah, I was trying to get the basement popping.
That was and that club was so lit.
Yeah, that one.
That was such a nice spot.
It's a very nice spot.
Crazy Girls Hollywood.
Yeah. Crazy Girls.
I was there.
That was crazy, and like that's like you've put you.
I met a lot of people at Crazy Girls.
I
like that was before Roddy Ricch and Blueface was popping, you know. And like I'm putting people on stage. I'm meeting these people before they pop. Like I enjoy.
That was dope. There was one night Tiger was in that bitch.
Yeah, G-Eazy, LeBron popped up.
I was like, she had me come open up, and as soon as I get off the stage, I look over and Tiger walking in. I get his section. I'm like, damn, this is. But you think about it, it's Crazy Girls Hollywood. That's what top 3, like strip clubs and.
But when we started, they Mondays was like, no offense, but like it was like
it changed. It got to the point
in country music. I was like, nah, like.
You gotta change this.
Yeah, you gotta get it popping on a Monday like it's a Saturday, bro.
And I started going back right where you started. I probably performed there 7 times with you, probably at least 7 times. Like almost. It was so frequent, and like from the first few, like it was like I'll come up do 3-4 songs. And then it was like $100 at the door.
Yeah.
And for all artists, it's popping. The set list stupid. Yeah. Niggas is a nigga. Boom, you got to be on it now. Because it's like, and then I'll see you up there. At first, it was casual. We going to burn one right there and kick it and shit. Then it's like, young miss out there running around. Boom, boom, boom. Sam, you here? Whoopty whoop. Flashlight, whoopty whoop. You know what I'm saying? It got so crazy. And I was seeing you that summer, right before COVID hit, you was doing so much. And like, I commend you for that because you put, I was saying a lot. I was at every show I was at, like, those same artists.
More for sure.
Those shows.
I think you've been behind a lot of the shows you went to for sure.
Almost
like more than half, easily. Way more than
like
half.
80%. Like that got to a point where like I remember back in the day where I was like, damn, I don't know if I'm ready to. I was calling you Connie. You feel me? I was like, I don't know if Connie ready. Like I don't know if I'm ready to hit a Connie. Like I gotta. All right, let me hit you. And she's like, yeah, boom, I got this. With the movement, like 2013, and we matter of fact, I put on a show in San Bernardino, and we had Nikki D's come out. Okay. We did a couple things on like renting out the space, and then we did. I remember specifically, the first time I made money off of a show was with you, and we did the Serious Cartoons record shop. Shout out Phantom Threat. That was in San Bernardino.
With John, huh?
No, that was with
so many shows.
Yeah, see, that was probably Juice Box. That was something we did so many, and then, so many with Young Miss throughout these years. But specifically, I remember the show at Serious Cartoons, and I'm in the parking lot pimping after the show, and Young Miss came up to me and shook my hand with a wad of money. Boom. And she like that. She was like, "What?" I'm like, "This for you?" I'm like, "For what?" She was like, "You headline." Like this was like we went on the show. I was like, "You got paid too?" She was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Nigga, what?"
Always.
I was like, "Damn, welcome to like."
Yeah,
like that experience, I'll never forget that. That was in the day. You were there, George.
And I was recording that crackhead lady with the door back.
Oh yeah, there was always a few around San Bernardino, baby.
It was like a 55-year-old lady, nigga, crackhead with a door the Explorer backpack.
I remember outside the show, and we got her all of the videos.
I probably still got that in my Snap memories
somewhere. But that show was lit too. I mean, shout out Phantom Threat. That was a big part of the IE.
Y'all creates she was DJing it?
Yeah. Shout out her too. Yeah, she was DJing that night. Her and Black Lefty. That's dope. But like, you know what? I want to ask you like, what is some advice you could tell artists like ourselves that are coming up in this game? What is some advice you could give somebody watching right now that's coming up in the same thing we're doing?
Yeah, I would say be able to adapt. You know, like you saying, we were doing all of this, and then COVID hit, and then it's like, what do? You know, like that was my. I'm not gonna lie, I was making money off of throwing shows. Like I was giving people a platform, but at the same time, I was, that was a job I created for myself. You know, like
you gotta get out there. Like when COVID happened, it was like show stop.
Yeah,
and you're outside every night. Exactly. Niggas don't know about that hustle. Yeah. You from out in the IE, and you gotta understand, for someone from being from the IE and still have work in the morning. Oh yeah. But you got crazy girls at 4 a.m. in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You gotta collect that bag, get back, and then be up at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
Shout out to my coworkers, because I let them know, like, hey, Mondays, on Tuesday I'm coming in, I'm gonna be tired, and they always cover for me, so I appreciate them too. Shit. Teamwork make the dream work.
Tory Lanez, he was a prime example of getting to that bag while COVID happened. He took advantage of that shit like a motherfucker.
Absolutely, with the quarantine rate, and that's why it was dope that you were doing that, because like it was.
I was still making money. I was making money doing that.
On me, everybody like I'll hop in there on a bad night. It'll be 30 to 50 people with that bitch, and it's like, nigga, what is jumping? Jumping all night, and then I will premiere music in there and start getting followers.
Exactly.
And so I was really, I gotta, every time you come on, let me send Young Miss something to play. Yeah. You feel me? Because I was like, but you've always been that person.
Yeah, you got to adapt. Like I'm saying, like, I don't like staying in one lane. Like you asked me earlier, do I like to sing or I like to rap? I can't stay in one. Like, when you drive, do you just stay in the slow lane? Like, no, you gotta switch over.
That's a good ass.
That's a good
ass
analogy. Never heard it put like
that. You gotta switch lanes to get to where you're going. So if anything, remember that you gotta switch lanes to get to where you're going. If I couldn't,
quote that.
Yeah, like Lord forbid, if I could never sing again, like I'ma still get some music. Like I'ma make it work. Like I'ma find a way. Because it's a business. Like, it's not just one facet. Like, you have multiple things that you could do. It's hip hop. Like, there's so many things inside of that you can do.
Ain't no ceiling.
Yeah, come on. Like, I'll start breakdancing and shit. I'll breakdance to the bag, bro. Like, and you got to. That's how it works.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And that's
like shit. You doing this podcast, you doing something
have to
new.
Open up. Yeah, you opened up
so
a lot of doors. You opened up so much doors.
Yeah. Love. And that's why.
And it's only been around for a month so far, and it
speaks
for itself.
And that's what, like, learning from you and saying, like, you're doing all this stuff outside of just music.
Yeah.
But it only made the music hit so much more. Like, cause you're connecting with people, and like you said, networking.
Exactly.
Like,
Yep.
and I feel like doing this podcast, I want to like you said, you've been giving people a platform your whole career. Like, you've been helping people, and like I really commend that. And like I wanna do the same thing for people out here like us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish we had I had somebody like you. Not everybody has a young miss in their corner that could keep them like Crazy Girls Hollywood.
Yeah.
What? Like, people don't, and I brought other rappers up there with me to experience that. Like, that's a moment. Like, doing all these clubs and all these underground shows and all these popping ass shows, like, that's dope. And you give people opportunity. So that's what I like to do here. And you know what I'm saying? Is there anything else you would like to tell to the people?
You said you want to shout out Godfrey.
Oh, shout out to
yeah.
Godfrey. Yeah, I met Godfrey. You did a backyard show.
Oh, shit.
That was
was
that
on
at
that?
Godfrey's house?
That was at Chasen's house.
Oh,
That was
okay.
Indica
Indica Sound was there. That's the homie. Shout out Indica Sound.
Shout out Indica. Oh,
Damn.
shit. Whoa.
Yeah,
That's
bro. It was
Whoa.
a backyard party. That shit
That
was
was
lit.
20
That was right
14.
around the corner from my mom's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was right.
Yeah, that
and
shit was lit.
I'm so glad you brought that up. I remember doing it. Chase was like, my mom was moving, so we got to do like a going away thing. And so he was like, see him. Like, I was like, can I put on a show? And he was like, yeah. So like,
Man.
it was like a Thursday night where I got the news.
Yeah,
I
it
could
was
do it.
lit.
I hit up Young Miss. Indica
It was a
Sam
lot
came
of
through.
people
there. Bro, we
No, it
packed
was
out the
lit.
There was a lot of
backyard.
people
It was lit.
Young Miss, Indica Sam, Rich IE.
Rich
Shout
IE.
out Rich
IE.
IE.
That's whose beats I listened to the other night.
Yeah,
I might,
Rich-
I might be hitting you up, Rich.
Yeah, oh, me. No, Rich, back in the day, Rich IE was hitting me beats back in 2013, 2014.
Yeah, he been
Man,
doing this
that
shit
nigga's
for a
doing this
minute.
shit. Shout out fucking Rich IE, man.
Yeah.
And that show, we did that show. That shit was fucking lit. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah,
I still
bro.
got videos from that on my Twitter.
Yeah, I was
Really?
chilling with the
Yeah.
homegirl. I can't remember who I was chilling with. Somebody invited, and like Godfrey just came up and just started talking to it. This little random tall ass dude,
That
like
big
Yeah.
ass dude.
yeah, but just nice as
NBA
hell.
player, yeah.
Yeah, just a
Nah,
gentleman.
Godfrey,
like
Godfrey is he a real ass nigga, bro.
hell
He-
yeah! Shout out to Godfrey.
he-
Shout out
Yeah.
Godfrey.
So
Shout out
cool.
Godfrey Visions,
His,
man.
Yeah,
he got
Freeman
a
Visions,
humble
Freeman
spirit.
Visions,
You
yo.
feel me? Like his soul,
Yeah.
he got a humble soul for sure. Like,
Yeah, so the plan, we trying to get Godfrey on some records too. You feel me? Godfrey said you want to spit some bars, we gonna make it
yeah?
happen.
Got
Heavily
to.
Records music group, baby.
Oh, me, run it up.
Yeah,
You got
hey.
to.
He always behind the camera, but I always believe in, you know, like your homie want to try, do something,
Yeah.
like make that shit happen.
You have to, and that's because
Got
that's our
to.
job. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, we here to inspire the next person. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? And like, I'm so glad you were able to come up here tonight
Oh man,
on such a late
I had a
notice
blast. Yeah,
and rock
yeah.
with us tonight. And anytime you got something dropping,
Yeah.
whatever it is, you got artists on your label.
Oh,
Let's
fuck.
let's do that.
Let's do it.
Let's do a
That's
Heavenly
dope that
Records.
You
Let's
came
do a
in
Heavenly.
just like that because I remember what he hit me earlier. Like, yeah, I'm at the podcast going. You trying to get a little in? And he was like, yeah, I got. I'm not gonna say who it was. We're gonna keep it a secret.
Because that's coming out this week
That-
too.
yeah.
So we're
But
not gonna say it.
he told me, I'm like, oh yeah, that's my boy. Yeah. And then I hit you again, like an hour later. You like, oh yeah, nah, he canceled. He gotta do something. But we gonna have Young Miss. I'm like, oh, bet. All right, that's
Yeah,
cool.
bro.
Let's go.
That's cool.
Let's go. And we've been trying to make it happen.
Yeah.
But you know, life
Life.
is a bitch sometimes.
Life will kick you in the
And
ass.
kick you in the ass, but
sure.
you know, we strong believers in God up here on the
Amen.
McDuff Show, and you know, with that by your side, and your good peoples, your family,
Yeah.
and everybody, especially like during this Thanksgiving and this holiday season,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's only right. You know, it happened, and I'm just glad you came through tonight, young miss. I appreciate
I'm glad
you.
I came through too. This was fun.
This is dope, and this is
Hell
not the
yeah.
first one. I would love to do a Heavenly Records interview, and bring all your artists
oh,
up here.
top. Let's make it happen.
That'd be dope.
Let's make it
Absolutely.
happen.
Like, absolutely. I would love to start the new year off with that.
Let's do it.
Like,
That'll
start
be
the-
different too. For
Yeah,
sure.
I want to bring
Let's
your
do
whole
it.
label up and let people know
Let's
what
do
the
it.
fuck
Let's
going on.
Let's set a date. Shit. So
Yeah,
we're
we're going to have
this,
to do
we
it. Absolutely. You feel me?
Yeah.
And, yo, everybody, this is the motherfucking McDuff Show, yo. McDuff Show. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to thank you, young miss, and I want to thank you, Gabe Green, for coming on here again.
Yeah.
Anytime.
You know what I'm saying?
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Appreciate y'all.
And
I like doing this. You know, I'm fairly new to it, so I am new to it.
but it's
cool. It's a
thing.
vibe,
You
bro.
got some good
Like,
questions.
and you know
It's
what?
a vibe.
It's
I like
safe
it.
to
It is.
say. It's safe to say. I want to announce it now. Gabe Green and Taylor Tacey Clemens. Those are my co-hosts for the McDuff Show. You feel me?
awesome.
Like I feel like it's important to keep everything in home and with your team and with the
always.
peoples you came up with, you feel me? And you look at everybody, you look at, like, I watched Joe Budden podcast, and it's unfortunate for Rory and Maul, but those are his boys, and they ran them M's, and they fell out over M's. We not going to fall out, but we going to talk M's, you feel me?
Sure.
And, like, you look at No Jumper, and, like, they, like, AD and House Phone and Adam 22, that's a family. Like, you look at these people, like, and people watch and become a part of your life and everything like that. So that's the same kind of vibe I want to bring to the McDuff Show, and you know what I'm saying, I think we're doing that, and so I appreciate you coming, young miss, and I want to get into a joint because it's been a minute and it's on here somewhere.
He said
And we're going, it's right here.
It's on
Hey,
here.
y'all, I know it took me a second to find it, but I found it, and we about to end the McDuff Show. Make sure you guys click and subscribe right now. Make sure you follow the @Young Miss. What's your @
follow
sign?
me,
Click
huh?
that
What's your @ sign?
At Young Miss.
@Young Miss.
At
you
Young
feel me?
Miss. Yep.
Hit
He
that
gonna
like
put it right
button,
here so I ain't
man.
gotta spell it.
Yeah, exactly.
Young Miss, yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Follow @Young Miss. Hit that like sign.
Yes.
Hit that like button.
And what's your @ name, nigga?
It's Gabe Bro.
@Gabe.
Follow
Bro.
Gabe.
You know
Follow
what I'm saying?
McDuff too.
And follow me. This is the McDuff Show,
Yeah.
everybody. This is like with Young Miss and Sam McDuff, and we out of here. Peace and love,
Yeah.
everybody. Till
Much
next
love.
time. Hey. Yeah. Live from Reno Valley, California. Thank you, Young Miss. Appreciate you.
You hear
Appreciate
the name
you.
of the song, like
Like,
this shit.
you feel me?
Like this
Like and
shit.
subscribe, y'all. Peace and love. Until next time.